Shereene Idriss. There is no other dermatologist that is loved more than Dr. Idriss on pretty much all social platforms, especially YouTube and Instagram. Today, and you know that in my previous video, we have reviewed the Depuffer. We are going to use the Major Fade Serum to see if in 1 week there's any bit of a difference with my hyperpigmentation. At the end of this video, we will do a direct comparison between the dark spots on both sides of my face. There may be a little bit of a bias on my side because I do love Shereene Idriss. I remember back in the day when she was just posting stories from next to her husband in her bed about skincare and ingredients. So now that she has her own skincare line, it's blowing up in Sephora. There's a line of people and she's going international. So all I have to say is hard work definitely gets you somewhere, and she's just very, very lovable. She doesn't take herself too seriously, but she knows what she's talking about and she's very serious about her job. Now with all that said, let's go into trying her actual product. Face is washed, day 1. With Dr. Idriss's Major Fade, and we're going to see if it makes a difference for these spots specifically. This pack includes 2 cartridges just for freshness so it doesn't go wrong, which I really appreciate. So let's flip it on. I would say this is the consistency of a true serum where it is not like a moisturizer and not like a toner. Right in between. I know we're focusing on this area, but if there's enough to spread on my whole face, we're gonna do that. Now let's go into the ingredients. These are the 4 ingredients that are also called out on the packaging. Kojic acid. What is kojic acid? Produced by several species of fungi. Japanese common name, koji. And you all know I'm a big mushroom fan of all sorts. Alpha arbutin, niacinamide, which you guys know I love, and diglycosyl gallic acid, which reduces redness. And again, guys, these are, see, it says week 8. And then you do notice definitely a difference right over here. For the sake of safety, let's see what Yuka has to say in terms of how the ingredient list is. Now, if you don't know, Yuka is an app for skincare products to determine whether they're safe. And all you do is you take the barcode and it's free. And then you scan it. And if it's, oh no, why is it coming up as poor? Apparently, these are the 2 products that are coming up as the issue. But as you can see, they're all the way on the bottom. So I'm not too concerned. Glycerin is a very common ingredient. You probably see it in almost every single skincare product near the front. Burns my eyes. Has the formula changed? I stopped using it and now I find that it causes burning in eyes? I don't notice that. Everything is good, good, good. I wish we could sort it by, like, look at the 1 star. Someone else says that it burns. So that's the biggest, I guess, concern. You know, with every skincare product, no matter what, somebody will react to it. Burns, cause bumps, not seeing any improvements. The point of this video is to see, are these comments true? Because we are about to really get into this for 1 week.
Great.
I woke up at 4:30 and this is day number 4. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, nothing really seems to be changing. Today, because I'm gonna work from home, we're gonna do an overdose, meaning we're applying as many times as possible the Major Fade so that we get things rolling. Until I'm done with all of my biologic cleanser samples, that's all we're using. So today, I'm already finished with the one I like the most, which is the Light VIP02. The one I like second most is the Light EV. But I do want to share the perks of working for a skincare company. We had a giveaway with Strivectin, and these are the products I got from the product trade. The neck roller, which kind of looks like the Dr.Idriss roller. We also have the wrinkle recode. I'm running out of retinol, so we have the retinol advanced. And lastly, peptide plump. So you know what is coming in like the sort of future. Feel like everything is so much better already, and I woke up really early today. By the way, I had a crazy shoot with a tiny budget, and for those of you who asked, it went well. Let's go with step number 1, Biologique. I also said this before, I'm gonna get a new one, which is the lotion P50 1970. I'm also going to insert the prices. My good friend is in Paris, and she's right above Biologique Recherche. And the prices are like literally a fourth of what a facial would cost over here. And the products, for example, the Vernix with tax is $70 less in Paris. So she's gonna do a lot of shopping for me. I just feel like this is not strong enough for me, which is why we're going back to the original P50 1970. It's called 1970 because that's when the product first came out. To continue with the Dr. Idriss theme, the second step is the depuffer, which honestly, as long as you are careful about not applying too much, is a great product. No fragrance, it's immediately cooling, and I do not even keep this in the fridge. And I'm forced to give myself some sort of a massage, you know? So I get upwards. And then let it rest. This is what I meant by similar components. So, do you know what I mean? Where this neck roller is really similar looking to this. I'm like all about this new sort of like forced to massage type of a concept. Anyways, going back to what I saw Dr. Idriss do, she pops on a bunch of this, like a bunch, you guys. And she kind of leaves it on her face as a mask. And we're gonna do that for our eyes and extend it all the way here so that we give ourselves a stronger treatment than usual. There is absolutely no sting. It just feels so hydrating immediately. And we will see what it does. The reason why I applied the depuffer before is because I don't want the rest of my face to dry out while this settles in and kind of sinks to the skin. This is gonna take a while. So don't take it off before it's fully absorbed and, you know, does the trick in terms of making you look a lot more awake. And I'm slowly working on the hyperpigmentation. As this dries, we might as well open the Strivectin. So here we have it. I'm gonna make a whole separate video with all Strivectin. It's exactly the same, like look. And look, even to the point of an off and on, it's like exactly, even the typeface is the same. And you guys, I don't mind it. And this is not a bad thing, I'm just saying it is a thing. Remember to switch it on when you get it. And then oh wow, it's like a creamy texture. Interesting, you guys. I really love. Guys, it feels so good. And it smells really nice. It's definitely a bit fragrance, but we'll get into the ingredients for the Strivectin for the separate Strivectin video. But already, I really like this. And if you feel like your face is drying out, just apply more and just let it sit. I feel like because we're not applying anything on top of this, I'm not too worried about the pilling. That's the only thing that happens. If you apply too much, you start to pill. And I do not like to pill. My bags are not doing really well, you guys. I've had so much work this week, so we're going to add another mask of a layer underneath my eyes. If I look at the before and after images in their emails and things, it's always 8 weeks before any bit of a difference. I do want to talk about the video that I made last week about the LED mask. It pretty much got, so my worst performing video in terms of dislikes, and I don't think you guys see that on your end, is my prequel video, which is all about how it doesn't smell that great. And I was just being honest about the couple products I had with me. And even now, thinking back on it, the vitamin C was just like not okay. Anyways, my second disliked video would probably be the LED mask, and I'm wondering why. If there's any insight, please let me know. I try my best not to get emotional about the performance, and the numbers are just something that I learned from, but I just want to know. I feel a cooling sensation, like it's almost cold, like a cold touch on my under eye. Feels very nice. Some tech neck help. Do you see how it pretty much just kind of sank right in? This is 10 minutes later, the last day of the week, and we are going to mask today with my favorite acne product from May Lindstrom. I know if you see the price tag at around $100, you may think it's so expensive, oh my gosh, especially because to keep it in the purest form, this contains vitamin C and it comes in a powder. You need to take about this much of a scoop. I would even do less. And you need to put in equal amounts. The amount of water is so sensitive that you can't even pour it all in. You need to sprinkle it from like that. And then you will notice it start to thicken. When I tell you guys I have tried almost every acne product since the age of my teen years, this is on a level of its own in terms of how bright your skin is afterwards. And if there is an active pimple, you will notice that the white part of it will come to the surface overnight. And if you have acne scars, this will help the scar heal and peel off sooner. For those of you who have acne, you know exactly what I mean. For me, this dries up pretty quick. So you see how there's still more powder? This means you need a little bit more water. By that I mean like 2 to 3 extra drops. The consistency is a little bit too watery for me, but this is okay for now. I try to keep it on as long as possible, but the thing is, you will notice it start to completely dry and kind of get clay cracky, in which case that's when you use a spritz to get it wet again, because otherwise it starts drying your skin out. What I also like about May is that she does not do any PR. I went to CVS the other day, and I swear I have never gotten a little gift bag before. They gave me a free dry eye relief, which is kind of like, you know, those Japanese heating blankets. We also have a free little Sensodyne toothpaste. We have a little Curology foam cleanser. Like, since when do they do this? Is it just like rich Connecticut? Then we have a fresh mint toothpick thing. I'm all about their coupon app. If you do not have the CVS coupon app, get it, because their coupons are the best from someone who lives literally on the block. Some other things I am waiting for. Well, we have some skincare things and we'll get into that later because we have a couple of things coming this week. But I just made an order at Bergdorf's. Do you see how it's cracking? No, this is deceiving, but I poured all the Biodance into this prequel container because I needed it to spray. Does anyone else feel that? You know, that really popular K-beauty toner? Anyways, at Bergdorf's, I am waiting for, and this is coming next week, we have a Loewe tomato soap on the way. We also have an Hermes eyelash curler, because my eyelash curler right now, you guys, is unacceptable. It just has not been replenished. It's just so gross. Anyways, then this, I don't know if you guys have heard of Ayuna, the skincare brand, but they also have this one perfume and it smells so good. So I'm not gonna get the $200 one. I don't wanna commit to that, but I am gonna get the little sampler. There was a $35 off $250 order. So to make that order, I also got this 8 Greens gummies. I've tried 8 Greens and I really like their tablets, so I'm very excited for the gummies and about everything that's coming. And I think I got the best deal ever because on Rakutan 2, I got 10% off of the order plus the 35 off of 250. We're gonna get into the close-ups really soon. I'm not gonna bore you with the first step, which is the usual P50. We are also gonna go in with a vitamin C from Banish. I really like this product, you guys. I feel like it really doesn't oxidize, meaning that it's clear versus orange. And I notice an immediate glow. And then, now for the week worth of Dr.Idriss's Major Fade Serum. As you know, she also has a lotion and a mask. We're gonna get into those other products later. And I only say this because, guys, I'm not sponsored. I'm buying this with my own money and I have so many moisturizers. So I just need to be careful where I'm spending things. My hands are so slippery. I know it's only been a week, and again, we're gonna get into the close-ups. I do notice a little bit of a difference in terms of my hyperpigmentation seems to be lighter. Hydro Beats for today. You guys know when it comes to biologic research, I cannot waste a drop. But look how much is in here. You know what I mean? Look at what I would have missed out on. About a thick layer. I know it's extremely slight, but I do feel like it has gotten a little bit lighter. Again, all of their before and afters are about 8 weeks, and this is only 1 week. So we can't expect too much. I will check in again in about 2 months when the whole thing is an empty, and we will look at this spot. And then we'll be able to compare the 1 week versus the 8 week.